Hello everybody, my name's John Paul JP. I'm here with my wife, Billy. Hello Billy.
Hello, John Paul.
We're here, we are doing the commentary for the second session. My announcing duties were relieved by none other than Francis Nguyen. Billy was coaching in the first session. How did you go coaching in the first session, Billy?
We had a good morning this morning. I was coaching Ange, who had her first competition today, competing in the 67.5 kilo class. She took a third.
How'd you go? 8 out of 9, I know.
8 out of 9, beat the rack man in the third squat, which was almost inevitable. Bit of a bummer. Pretty good morning, actually.
Maybe with some better coaching would have been fine.
Perhaps. Maybe, yeah, I'll let her know.
We're going to keep this right in your mouth because it's very loud here.
Okay.
Alrighty. So we've got the second group today, or second session. And the second session will be the women 75 and up. Although we had two women in the morning session also lifting in the 75s, but this session is primarily the 75s and up, as well as the men 90s and up. We're going to get started in just about a minute's time. We have Samantha Dixon who will be kicking things off. She's in the 75 kilo class. She'll be followed by Celeste Webb. Our morning session was extraordinarily successful. Good lifting across the board. Finished early enough that we even had time for a break, and we are here ready to go. 30 seconds before lifting. What are you expecting from this afternoon session, Bill?
Probably just some massive lifts, honestly.
Big lifts.
Few green lights, white lights even, few red ones.
Few red ones. All right, well, let's not hope for red ones because
I'm not hoping for them, I'm just a realist.
We just want to see good lifts.
10 seconds until our first lifter, which is Samantha Dixon, coming out for 85 kilos in the women's 75 class.
Yep. And we're just waiting for our referees. Our chief referee is actually not in position. Where is our chief referee?
She's over there at the tech desk.
Oh, she's over there. Elizabeth. Say that again. It's from that one.
Just getting some final things in order before lifting commences. All right, here we go, the bar's loaded. 85 kilos for our first attempt of the afternoon session.
I apologize, listener. That was just classic meet director having to do stuff. All right, so we've got Sam Dixon, 85. Smooth opening attempt. Chief referee Liz Nguyen. Right referee Connor McCaig, who refereed this morning. And our left referee is Carol Chu. Good lift in the opening round, in the first lift of the day.
Next lifter coming out is Celeste Webby, coming out for 95 kilos.
Now, I think she's technically registered as equipped. I assumed that was an error, and I thought they would pick that up in the weigh-ins, but maybe she is lifting equipped later on, perhaps, maybe not now, because she looks like she's coming out raw here for her opening attempt of 95 kilos. Maybe she plans to do an equipped bench press or something, so she's in her own category. But for now, 95 kilos, she's in the open weight class.
Celeste coming out now for a 95 kilo first attempt.
All right, 95 kilos. Finds her position. Yeah, very smooth attempt there.
Three white lights, good lift for Celeste.
And so a few technical issues to start. Our display was being funky, so I had to run away. But yeah, we're definitely into the swing of things now.
Next up, we've got Kel Brown coming out for 100 kilos. She's competing in the women's 82.5 kilo weight class.
Following Kel, we have Sam Sutton, Shannon, Shanine, Chelsea, and Stephen.
Like a pretty good first attempt there for Kel.
Yeah, good lift, 3 white lights.
Next up, we got Samantha Sutton coming out for 112.5 kilos on an opening attempt, competing in the women's 82.5 class.
Now, she initially registered in the 75 class. About 3 weeks ago, sent me an email saying that abandoned mission, we're going to go to 82.5s instead. So here she is in the 82.5 kilo class. I think she's competed here 6 or 7 times. A regular face here on the platform at TSF Comps. You're watching the birthday bash. This is our 7th birthday bash for celebrating 7 years of TSF. Sam Sutton now with 112.5. Ooh, it gets pitched forward, and that is not good. The spotters do a good job of catching that. A little bit disoriented. What do you think, Bill?
She just fell onto her toes a little bit, lost balance. She'll be right. It's not her first rodeo. She'll come out and smoke that on her second. If you're not already following on at home, you can find the scoreboard live on Lifting Cast. That way you can get a little bit more context as to what's happening on the platform, placing and so on and so forth. We'll do our very best to keep you up to date, but it is nice to have that visual in front of you. Shannon coming out for 115 kilo opener, also in the 82.5 women's class. Very smooth.
All right, interestingly, Sam Sutton has chosen to repeat the weight of 112.5. That attempt selections come through. There may have been reason to go up. Some lifters choosing to go up after a misgroove in the opener, but a conservative approach from the coaching staff. Successful at 115 for Shannon. We're now going to 137.5. This is Shanine Sagrado. Shanine's in the women's 90 kilo category. This is 137.5 kilo opener. Okay, beltless gang. We love a beltless lift.
A little sticky for an opening attempt. Didn't move.
Maybe lost a little bit of balance there. In the morning session, Cindy Trung in the 75 kilo class lost balance big time in the opener, and it looked really hard. And she ended up going 3 out of 3, jumping big. I think she ended up 17.5 kilos up on the 3rd attempt compared to the opener. So you never know. That opener was a little bit rocky, but there will be many more kilos left if she can find her groove. For now, it's Chelsea Dunlop, 145.
There's some big openers in this session.
Yeah, some very strong ladies. This is 145 in the 75 kilo category. Borderline double body weight. In fact, definitely double body weight, as she's only 71.6 kilos.
Wowza.
Great bar speed. That's what you want an opener to look like. No sticking point, no loss of balance. Very smooth attempts.
3 white lights.
And yeah, 3 white lights.
So we have Stephen coming out for 185 kilo class. He's 185 kilos rather, competing in the men's 90 kilo class.
Now this Group A features all of our women 75 kilos and above, as well as a couple of the lads that couldn't fit into Group 2 to Group B. So this is Flight A. But our Group 2 male lifters that I would have otherwise liked to have put into Group B are appearing here in Group A. And the first of those is Stephen Huang with 185 kilos. He'll be followed by Ash Bowen Lorenzo.
Wow. He's very fast first attempt.
Yeah, Stephen had withdrawn a couple of weeks ago due to injury. And as we couldn't find a replacement for him, he couldn't claim a refund and decided he's going to lift anyway. So it looks like he's going to take some safe attempts and just see what's there.
Sweet.
And oftentimes you can surprise yourself when you lift anyway.
Yeah, it's cool that he showed up. Big fan. Right, next up, Ashley Bowen, 192.5 kilos in the men's 90 class.
Now, interesting thing about Ash is he scored 1 point for the team MSC at our team champs a few months ago as their nominated volunteer. So today lifting for MSC and a nice opening attempt.
Three white lights there for Ash. Final lifter of the first group is Lorenzo. He's coming out for 195 kilos, also in the men's 90 kilo class.
Yeah, so if I'm not mistaken, the 3 lifters, Stephen, Ash, and Lorenzo, are all in the 90 kilo category. And just by looking at openers, they look pretty, competitive, similar numbers across the board, actually. Lorenzo's got the weakest bench press by a mile, but he's also got the strongest deadlift. And so it's actually going to be an interesting battle between the 3 of them. I think any one of them could take out the first place. Of course, there's no prizes, there's no medals. No medals. There's no cash prizes today, but definitely medals and pride on the line.
No lift there for Lorenzo. I think it was a bit high.
Yeah, side referee's calling that a high. I didn't see that initially. Did you pick that up?
Looks borderline. Could have gone either way. Alas, it went the wrong way.
Yeah, I didn't notice anything untoward, so maybe a little bit unlucky.
All right, we're back up to the top for the second round of squats now. First lifter, Samantha Dixon, coming out for 90 kilos, a 5 kilo jump from her second attempt of 85. Coached today by Didier from Melbourne Strength Culture.
She inhaled a little early there. And it kind of threw her off, it looked like. Yeah, it's good lift. I don't know if you noticed that. She kind of inhaled thinking she was going to get the squat call, and she didn't get it so quickly.
Yeah, it's not uncommon seeing that in maybe first-time lifters, or first-time competitors, rather. Kind of anticipating that start command and then not receiving it as early as they'd like. It can be a little bit disorienting. Alas, she recovered. 3 whites.
Yeah, she kind of had her soft knees and she's
ready to go.
Right, Celeste Webby's up now. She's in the 100-plus category, the open class.
105 kilos for a second. Up 10 from her first attempt. Looks good to me.
Yeah, awesome technique, very smooth. There's probably another 10 kilos left, I think.
Yeah, good lift for Celeste. All right, next up, Kel Brown, 107.5 kilos. Jumped 7.5 from her first attempt.
Folks, you're watching the 7th birthday bash. We're celebrating 7 years of TSF. This is the session 2. We had a morning session this morning. It was a great session of lifting. We've got our women 82.5 and above, men 90 kilos and above in this session. 75 and above for the women, I should say. Kel Brown, 107.5.
Referees give that 3 white lights. Good lift. All right, we've got Samantha Sutton coming out now for 112.5. She did fail this on her opening attempt. She just lost a bit of balance and fell onto her toes. She's a very seasoned lifter. Conservatively, she has decided to reattempt this same weight. So see how this goes.
Yeah, very seasoned lifter. Dare I say 10 meets plus under the belt. Half of them here. So I have no doubt that this one will be as an opener should be.
There we go.
Yeah, and I guess it opens up the question is of whether or not you should go up if you miss an opener on something like that. It's not obviously the kind of question has an simple answer because that was easy. And now you're kind of left in no man's land wondering, do you jump up to the planned third? Do you go for the planned second? Do you go for the planned middle ground?
It's just a rough start to the day, really, when you miss an opening attempt.
Yeah, but it makes it hard because now if you jump, say, 10 or 12 instead of 7, and you miss that, now you're stuck in your opener. Yeah.
Well, she has jumped 10 to 122.5 for her third.
Okay.
I imagine her planned third is probably somewhere around 125 to 127, if I know anything of Samantha's lifting. So.
All right, Shannon Handia, 125, second attempt. This is 10 kilo increase on the opener. And a little slower than the opener, but very smooth.
Very smooth. 3 white lights there for Shannon. All right, next up, we've got Shanine.
Yeah, Shanine Sagrado, she's the beltless lifter. Came out here and, you know, kind of misgrooved a little bit.
Shanine's jumped 5 kilos here from her first to her second, 137 to 142.
Yeah, and she was a bit rocky in the opener. Similarly, a little rocky, but a little smoother at the same time.
Looks like the bar rolled up her back a little bit on the way up on that, but alas, she managed to maintain her balance all right. 3 white lights. Yeah,
good lifting. Dare I say she's a little bit newer of a lifter. She's obviously got a lot of strength behind her, but I can't help but feel her technique's just not polished. And that's what we're seeing kind of here, being exposed at these heavy weights.
What we said before, that bit of kind of breathing a bit early, kind of trying to anticipate the squat command. She's got the strength behind her, no doubt. All right, next up, Chelsea Dunlop, 152.5. She's jumped 7.5 from that smoke show of her first attempt. Well over double body weight here.
Yeah, about 10 kilos over double body weight.
Very smooth. Three white lights there for Chelsea.
Yeah, and she's looking like one of the favourites in that category, that 75 kilo women's category. Dare I say she's the clear favourite, considering she's the last lift in the lifting order.
She's got a very strong squat, very strong deadlift, maybe mid-range sort of bench press.
Yeah, relatable. All right, we're on to the men. This is the 90 kilo category. This is Lorenzo Iapetina.
He's coming out for 195 kilos for his second attempt. So these 3 boys here in the 90 class are all pretty close.
Yeah, it's very competitive, even across lifts.
Got squats at 195, 202, and 205 by the look of things.
Yeah, very close. I'll actually be very curious to see who ends up on top. Excellent technique there by Lorenzo.
Lorenzo failed his first attempt on depth, so actually reattempted the same load. He just got 3 white lights for that attempt.
Right, I did miss that as a point.
So there's 2 of us. So yeah, same approach as Sam Sutton. Stayed at that same load. It'll be interesting to see what he takes now on his third and how that kind of measures up to what his initial plans were for the day. All right, next up, Ash Bowen coming up for 202.5. So at a jump of 10 kilos from his first attempt.
Excellent execution for our first 200 kilo plus squat of the afternoon.
Gorgeous. 3 white lights, Bash. All right, third and final lifter of the second round, Stephen, coming out for 205. A jump of 20 kilos from his first attempt. So Stephen, we mentioned before, initially withdrew due to injury, decided to compete. That first attempt was extremely fast, so seems he might be feeling pretty good. Let's see how this goes.
We've got a healthy crowd here as well. They've all gathered in to watch this second session of lifting.
Celebrate our birthday.
All right, dare I say that Stephen's going to take out this class. If the rest of his openers are if that's an indicator of what the rest of his openers are like, I think Stephen's the heavy favourite now.
Yep. This is lovely.
All right, we're back to the top. We're into the third round of lifting. A quick message and thanks to our sponsors, TSF. If you're looking for training, coaching, general life advice, contact TSF, info@thestrengthfortress.com, and we'll sort you out. For now, we've got Sam Dixon, 95 kilos. 5 kilos up on the second. What are you expecting here, Bill?
Maybe a bit of hard work. Within reach. Might be a bit of a grind. Let's see.
Okay, she sorted out the breathing timing. That was really good coaching
good.
there. I feel like that's very deliberate coaching and actually very good coaching. So
3 white lights. That was excellent correction. That was fantastic.
yeah, it's very hard to change the way someone does their lift, but it's often worthwhile if you can instruct it in a very clear way, which it looks like that was the case. So kudos to the coaching staff at a rival gym.
All right, Kel Brown, 112.5 kilos, third attempt.
Now, Kel successful at 107.5. These are pretty standard kind of attempts, spread from opener to third, about 10%, 12% spread is what you'd expect. And so that's what we're seeing here, 112.5, third attempt. Kel will be followed by Celeste, Sam Sutton, Shannon. Yeah, excellent execution.
Good fight. 2 white lights, good enough, good lift.
So one of the side referees paying a red card for depth. I think that was the left referee, or left from our point of view, right from the lifter's point of view. But majority rules, so good lift.
All right, Celeste Webby coming out for 115 kilos for a third attempt. She's jumped 10 kilos from first to second, 10 kilos from second to third. Pretty aggressive day, but it's been going well so far.
Now, I'm surprised this T-shirt got past equipment check. I'm not sure, but if I remember correctly, you're supposed to have sleeves on your T-shirts.
Yeah, it's going to cover your shoulders. Maybe just scrump it up a bit high under her neck.
Nah, I thought that on the first two, but I mean, it's effectively meaningless, but just a curiosity. The lift is the more important part, and she nails it.
That was fantastic.
Yeah, fantastic execution. 115. She has a bit of a cheer squad here, which is
3
awesome.
white lights. There's lots of posters in the crowd for her. Love a poster. Can you make me a poster?
Yeah, I'm disappointed that we don't have posters for us.
Yeah.
I have thought about having a poster making corner at a meet.
Yeah. Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, have some scrap paper and some textures and some
Can't wait
cardboard.
to clean up all the glitter out of the floor.
Yeah.
All right, Sam Sutton. She dumped 10 kilos here from that second attempt. So she opened at 112, missed it, took it again, and then she's taken a big 10-kilo jump to her third. Looks a little bit high to me. What do you reckon?
Nah, look good to me. I'll be surprised if that got red lights. Oh, I'm surprised.
There we go. 2 red lights for depth.
I just wanted to be argumentative, to be
Thank
honest.
God I'm here. All right. A bit of a bummer. 2 red lights.
Yeah.
She's left on 112, which was her opening attempt. Took it on a second.
Yeah, and it kind of goes back to the decision making, right? There's no right or wrong decision there. It's very hard to criticize any decisions because you don't know without hindsight.
That's a bummer.
Curiosity about Sam Sutton, she actually won Best Heavyweight Female Lifter at the TSF Open last year.
Last year.
She won herself $200. Today, not so good. 1 out of 3. For now, Shannon Handia, 127.5.
It's a little bit too heavy.
Yeah, a little bit too heavy. Dare I say the spotters took that a little early.
Yeah, it hadn't quite gone down yet.
But I think we all knew where it was going, and
Yeah.
the coach is not making any protest. I think they knew as well. So
Yeah.
maybe the spotters took it at the right time.
That was interesting attempt selection too. Maybe they thought she had a little bit more. She jumped from 10 kilos from 115 to 125, and only 2.5 jump to 127. So probably pushing the absolute top limits of her strength there anyway. All right, next up, Shanine, coming out for 150 kilos for her third attempt. This is massive.
Yeah, and this is also very interesting. 137, 142, 150.
Yeah.
Can't say that I'm super confident. Awesome.
Nice.
Well, I've been proven wrong twice. Shanine was actually a great...
3 white lights with Shanine. Let's go.
She was actually a great spectator this morning. She was cheering on everyone. She was having a
Epic.
great time, burning a lot of energy watching the session, but she was awesome to have around.
It's cool when they do take a bigger jump from second to third. It's like you obviously saw something in the second that you did not expect to see. So that's epic. I'm glad she got that. All right, Chelsea Dunlop, 160 kilos. Huge squat. She's jumped up another 7.5 from her second attempt. She moved really well.
Well, she lost a little bit of balance there. Like, she was borderline going to have to step, but she managed to right herself and is rewarded.
3 white lights. It's a fantastic squat.
So she's 3 out of 3, finishes on a 160 kilos, started at 70 kilo body weight, I think 71. So, yeah, she's obviously very talented.
All right, on to the 90 kilo men now. First up, we've got Lorenzo with 205. So Lorenzo missed his opening attempt at 195, took it again. He missed that on depth.
Yeah.
From memory. Took that again. Now he's jumped up 10 kilos to 205.
And so we've got 3 lifters left before the start of Group B. I reckon that was borderline as well.
It looked okay.
Yeah, I think so, but also...
Wasn't super convincing. 2 red lights, depth. It's a bummer.
That's a shame because I feel like if you're going to miss your opener, it's almost like that should be your warning. And
Yeah,
like,
it's like sink it on your second and third. Don't leave it to chance. It's all right. He won't do that again. That'll be a lesson.
like clearly your natural motor pattern's a little bit off.
Yeah.
So you just got to adjust for the day. Yeah, it's a shame. 1 out of 3.
All right, Ash Bowen, 207.5. Jumped up 5 kilos from his second attempt. She moved pretty well. It was hard, but it moved. Excellent squat. I feel like that moved just the same as his second, actually. Didn't slow down at all.
Yeah, I'd agree. Very good attempt. Very great execution.
3 white lights for Ash. All right, last lifter of this first... No. Last lifter of... Oh, yeah, first group. All right, last lifter of this first group.
The second session.
Second session. Stephen's coming up. 225. He's jumped 20 kilos from 185 to 205. 20 kilos again, 205 to 225. So I think Stephen's decided that he is in fact on.
I think the only chance that the other 2 boys have of keeping up is if...
First lifter is Cassius, coming out for 140 kilos.
Is it really? All right, we're into Group B. This is Cassius. Cassius, I think, has travelled from Perth and is an awesome bench presser. His bench opener is in at 197.5, but his squat is 140. So we've got a bench specialist on our hands. And dare I say, I think his squat is just a formality. He's even not even going to clip his belt. Save the belt clipping for when you need it. All right, clearly saving some steam.
Cassius is here to bench press.
2 white lights. Missed depth from the center ref. There's a great song called Cassius. There's a great song that's called Cassius.
Is there?
Yeah, I forget how it goes. I'm not going to sing it, don't worry.
Oh my God. All right, next up, Brad Scott, 180 kilos.
Well, Scott's a great football coach. Let's find out if he's a good powerlifter.
He's a football coach.
No, there's an AFL coach named Brad Scott.
Oh. I was
on,
like, cool,
keep
you've
up.
done your research.
No, Brad's actually a personal trainer. But he's here. He's got 180 kilos. This is the opening round. So
No knee sleeves.
yeah, it's interesting. The lightest squat opener was 140, and then we went straight to 180.
And now straight to 200.
So that kind of tells you what's the word I'm looking for? The energy that Cassius is planning to save if you're opening that light.
All right, John coming out for 200 kilos. His opening attempt.
He's coming out of SRSC Collective. You know, I always mix up that acronym. I just say the letters randomly in some random order every time. SRSC. I think that's right.
Some heavy squats in this session. If all but 2 of our openers are over 200 kilos.
Yeah, I mean the heaviest opener I can see is Ruben.
245.
Another regular at TSF meets. All right, John Boutros. 200 kilos.
Very smooth.
Yeah, excellent technique. He's actually wearing a TSF shirt.
Good. Should make it mandatory.
Usually when you say the joke, I'm supposed to laugh.
All right, James Hurd, 200 kilos.
James Hurd was also a good footballer.
Well, today he's a good powerlifter, coached by head coach of the Strength Fortress, Josh Liu.
Now, James has actually been battling a couple of injuries in the last couple of weeks. Mainly glute related, glute strain, something along these lines. And so, yeah, his performance is a little bit uncertain. We'll see where he's at. He does have a history of, not a history, but I know his squats are borderline on depth. I know he struggled to make weight. He was a little bit over.
Yeah.
In fact, his official weight, I can check for you all.
He ended up coming in just fine, but it was a bit of a bumpy morning.
Yeah, 109.85. So he came in just fine, but it was clearly over 110, when he arrived. All right, 200. And keep in mind, his best is about 235, I think.
What happened there?
And that's a little bit telling to what I was describing.
Yeah, it's a bummer.
Yeah, that's not a good sign. That is not good. I will say, though, that it's good that he didn't fight it.
Yeah.
He saved energy. Maybe he just misgrouped and thought, if I fight this, I'm going to get hurt. And maybe he's fine to try again.
Yeah.
That's better than grinding away in a bad position and actually hurting yourself.
Josh has gone straight over to the desk to say yes, he will be coming out for a second. So
Okay.
maybe some good decision making there. All right, next up, Rob Franklin coming out for 225, competing in the men's 140 kilo class.
Billy, you know that one of my favorite things about lifting is when lifters make effort to look good, feel good on the day, and I do love the matching hair and matching singlet that Rob is sporting.
Yeah, I rate that.
A very careful descent, 225.
Smooth, controlled, wasn't fast, but it looked perfectly like what he expected.
Yeah, great attempt.
So he's got one red light from the center referee.
And the chief referee's run straight over to him to tell him what's wrong.
I think something about his hand position on the bar. Maybe a finger not in contact with the bar or something thereabouts.
Yeah, dare I say, I think it's the finger not in contact. So you need to have all your fingers wrapped around the bar. All right, Christopher Feng is up next. Opening attempt, 500 pounds, 227.5 kilos.
Powerful.
Jesus.
3 red lights for Christopher Feng.
Yeah, that was very easy, very explosive. I kind of like that style of squats personally. I try to encourage people to do something similar. Be aggressive on the descent. No need to over-control it if you know what you're doing. I have just been delivered a coffee by Angela, so thank you, Angela.
All right, second last lifter for this group. We've got John Buckley coming out for 235. John is competing in the men's 110 kilo class. He's hailing from Ireland.
Buckley was also a great football coach.
Okay, well, he's not.
I'll stop.
Please do.
I've just gotten into a rhythm now. He's sporting the old school Speedy singlet, so we like that. That's a sign that he's been around the game for a little while, or that he's got someone, or that he's bought that second hand from someone. Either way, it's 235.
It was a great squat.
We didn't see the lights come up, but I'm going to take it's a good lift, yeah.
There you go. Good lift.
And we're on to the last squat of the first round of the second group of the second session. It's Ruben.
On the 7th birthday.
On the 7th birthday.
Of our second comp of the year. All right, Ruben coming out for 245 in the men's 125 kilo class. Ruben's competing with racks in. Commonly see this in broader guys. Can be hard to get their hands inside the racks. We put the racks in so they can put their hands outside the rack.
I think the technical term is thick.
Thick with a triple C.
Ruben's also competed at TSF numerous times. Was previously coached by TSF coach Matt Hoyland. We're centering that bar. Now, I can't help but feel this is a very low rack height, like probably unnecessarily low.
Yeah.
We might fix that up on the next one, I think. This is a big opener for Ruben, actually. Holy smokes.
Passer. Two white lights. It's got a red light from the center referee. See what that was about.
All right, that concludes the first round of squats. All but one were good lifts.
That red light from the center referee was for beating the rack command.
Yeah, beating the call. Beating the call there. So all but one were successful. Yes, in that first round. And the only missed lift was James Hurd, who, yeah, as we said, lost a bit of balance. Has been sporting? Is that the right word? He's been nursing a glute injury. Now we've got Mr. Bench himself, C. Kelly. All right. He's at risk of beating the rack calls, I think, because he's very eager.
Very eager.
And he did beat the calls.
Beat the rack command.
It's a no lift, and I see Carol's face give a big shake.
Doesn't really care about his squats by the looks of it.
Yeah, that's a no lift.
Yeah. Just beat the rack command.
And there's just an error. Don't worry, Francis will fix that up. 190, 190. Yeah, so Cassius, that gets a no lift there.
3 reds, white, black collar. 3 reds, white, black collar.
There's a bit of a technical fail on the scoreboard, which Francis will have to deal with. Thank you, Francis. Thank you, Megan. Thank you, Megan. In the meantime, we're going to jump ahead and we're going to load up 190 kilos. This is for Brad Scott. 10 kilo increase from his successful second attempt.
This is the powerlifting equivalent of backseat driving.
If there was a gold medal for backseat driving in powerlifting meets,
it would go to you.
Yeah. I would be like 3-time world champion of backseat driving.
All right, Brad Scott, 190 kilos. He's taken a 10 kilo jump from his opening attempt of 180. Good looking squat.
Yeah, very tidy, much like the opener. If I didn't know any better, I would say that he's a seasoned lifter.
All right, James Hurd coming out to reattempt 200. So on that opening attempt, he did just misgroove it somewhere. He kind of just sat down at the bottom, wasn't willing to fight it back up. He's nursing a glute injury, so hopefully he can kind of line this one up a bit better and give it some power out of the hole.
Yeah, look, I'm going to say I'm pretty confident in this, to be honest. I'm not a betting man, but if I was, I'd bet good money that he will get this one, despite having missed his opening attempt.
So his best squat ever is about 235, so the strength is like absolutely within reason.
Yeah, it's not a question of strength, no. Fully.
Just a bit of confidence, a bit of fear. Much better. See what the refs say. No lift. Looks like
Jesus.
depth issue, I believe. It's a bummer, rough day.
Yeah, so just to update you, you got red lights from every ref for every colour. There are 3 colours on the flags, on the lights, each one indicating a different reason for DQ, and he got all of them from each of the refs for depth, for soft knees, for, you know, too many hair strands on the bar or something.
All right, John Botras coming out for 215 kilos.
Yeah, he was successful, in the first round.
Yeah, jumped 15 kilos from 200.
Yeah.
Also a nice looking squat.
Yeah, 2 white lights. It is a good lift. Getting 1 red. We're not sure where that red come from. It hasn't updated on the screen. That's okay. 2 white lights is good enough. It's a good lift.
Rob Franklin, 235.
Yeah, I think Rob's the only one in the 140 plus. Oh, actually, in the 140 plus, in the 140. Sorry, no, he's not. Ruben is in the 140 category. He weighed in at one. No, he's not. He's in the 125. Sorry.
Ruben's in the 125.
Yeah, I forgot. I forgot the weight class was 125, not 120. No, so Rob is the only one in this class, which can sometimes be a blessing. You know, you can focus on your own thing and just do what you need to do, make your lifts.
Very controlled, bit of work.
Yeah, that was pretty tough. Look, if I was coaching, I probably wouldn't even bother coming out for a third if he gets this. Yeah, 3 white lights. Yeah, for bigger guys, man, it's just so hard to back that up.
I want to ask you, John Paul, each year or each competition we run, we hand out a Spirit Award for the person who demonstrates the values of the Strength Fortress. I'm wondering if you've got your eye on anyone today.
You know, I haven't given it much thought until you've asked, and I'm glad you have because I should probably think about it. Yeah, there were a few. The morning session was wonderful. Actually, I have got someone in my mind.
Yeah.
Well, I'm not going to say it because it's going to spoil it. And the listeners at home will pass on that information because we have, 17 listeners listening to this. We don't want that information being passed around, but I'm pretty confident I know who it is.
There's actually 18 listeners because Mum and Dad will be watching on the same screen.
True.
3 white lights are crisping. All right, John Buckley, 245. Jumping up 10. Lovely squat.
Yeah, excellent
3 white
lifting.
lights.
Yeah, excellent lifting by John Buckley. He's in the 110 category. Another deep class today, with a number of lifters in there, including James Hurd. And 245 is an awesome squat, so he'll be happy with that.
He's like a pretty well-rounded lifter. He could be in the running to take out that class.
Yeah, dare I say so. We've got Ruben up next. Ruben's got a 255. His opener at 245 was a little wobbly.
Oh, that was better.
Yeah, depth still a little close, I think.
2 white lights, good enough. That was much better than his opening attempt.
Yeah, side referee giving a yellow card. I'm not really sure what for. Maybe beating a call, but it didn't look like that to me initially.
All right, interestingly, Cassius squatted 150 on his second attempt, beat it on a rack command. He's coming out again to re-attempt 150.
Yeah, he's obviously a strong kid, Cassius, with 150 here. But he's here for a bench press, and that's all.
Ah, perfect listening there.
Yeah, great one. All right, he's on the board with his 150 squat. And yeah, now we're into the fun stuff. The third round of squats. What are you expecting to see here, Bill?
I don't know. Ruben's jumped up to 260. It's going to be a big squat. His second attempt was fantastic. I think that should move well. That'll be interesting. John's jumped up to 257.5 for his final squat. It's a big squat in the 110s.
That'll be a big squat in the 82.5s.
Would be. Wouldn't be as good as yours.
Brad's squat now. He's got 200 kilos on his back. He's on 180, 190, 200. Excellent execution.
It's fantastic. It was confident. Accelerated into the hole. It was a fantastic squat.
Yeah, a lot of lifters, when they're approaching those max weights, they start to hesitate.
That was excellent.
No hesitation from Brad. Yeah, he's rewarded 3 out of 3. Speaking about 200 kilo squats, we've got James Hurd coming out here.
James coming out of this 200. He fouled it on his first attempt. He just sat down, wasn't ready to grind it out, wasn't willing to give that a go. Second attempt, he got the rainbow of red lights. Maybe for depth, maybe for beating a rack command. He's really going to want this now. He does need to make this lift now to keep him in the competition, so he's really going to want this.
We actually had one lifter bomb this morning, Douglas Law, in the 67.5 kilo category. So let's hope it stays at 1 and we don't add a number to that tally. This is James Hurd, 200 kilos, third attempt squat. I don't think that's going to pass on depth, to be honest. I'm not feeling confident. And it's literally the rainbow of reds. The rainbow of reds.
God, that sucks. So James is out of the competition now. He will be invited to stay and carry on with his bench and deadlift, but unfortunately without registering total, without a successful lift across all 3 disciplines, he is out of the competition today.
That means John Buckley's on his own and he wins the class.
Congratulations, John Buckley.
Well, he's got to put together a bench and deadlift.
All right, John coming out for 222.5. What was the story of the bomb this morning?
Douglas, he just missed his bench. All 3 on strength, just couldn't press it out.
God, that sucks.
Yeah, I mean, obviously in hindsight, he should have opened 15 kilos lighter. It was just too heavy. It wasn't like his bum coming up or beating press scores. It was just physically not strong enough. So,
Yeah, bummer.
not sure what happened.
That was
In the
a
meantime, John
fantastic
Boutros,
squat.
yeah, 3 out of 3 on squats, dare I say. His
Could be
execution
stoked.
there was much better than his second.
2 white lights, good enough.
Yeah, his second attempt, he kind of looked like he lost balance, and I think that was why the coaching staff went up to 7.5. And executed much better, and he nailed that with pretty good bar speed. All right, we've got 3 lifts left before we take a break. It is Rob Franklin with 240 kilos.
Interesting choice. That 235 was hard.
Yeah, if you remember what I said before, I don't know if I'd come out for a third.
Yeah, so he's going to have to work for this. He does have a really, really slow descent. I mean,
goes really
your
deep.
third attempt is not the time to change anything technically, but I don't know. I don't know if he can go that slow on the way down and come back up. Let's see what he's got.
I think the energy cost is also what I'm considering.
Yeah.
You know, with the 5 kilos that he gets here. Oh,
No lift there.
yeah, no lift. Great catch by the spotters, though. And good work by the lifter to stay under the bar. Yeah, so, I mean, I guess what I was going to say is that even if he got that lift, you know, sometimes that 5 kilos to your squat takes away 10 kilos from your deadlift.
Yeah, I completely agree. Sometimes it's just not worth coming out. It's like, yeah, there might be 2.5 kilos there left in the tank, but like, at what cost? At what cost later on in the day? Just take a little bit longer rest, save some energy, and come back out and, you know, gain that 10 kilos, say, on your deadlift.
Yeah.
All right, John Buckley coming out now for 257.5. This is a 12.5 kilo jump from his second attempt, which was fantastic.
And kind of like we spoke about someone earlier in the Group A, kind of unconventional increments. Was it? I forget who it was. One of the ladies. He's jumped up 10 and then jumped up 12.5. So maybe there was something there in that second that gave him the clue that he can go for a bit more. Holy execution!
Jesse's stoked. Looks like a good lift.
It is a good lift.
3 white laps for John Buckley. So John Buckley today is being handled by Jeremy Borzillo from the Strength Fortress. It's the first time we've offered this service formally. In that if you are competing at a Strength Fortress competition and your coach is unable to be there with you on the day, then you will be coached by one of the Strength Fortress coaches here. So
you can opt in.
You can opt in. We're not going to force you. But we've got John Buckley, Ruben Trevisan, and Cassius being handled today by Jeremy.
Being coached.
Being coached today by Jeremy. All right, final squat of the day. We've got Ruben coming out for 260. That second squat was very good. 5 kilo jump. Probably an argument there of like, is it worth coming out for 5 kilos? But the second one was good.
Honestly, this is the way that Ruben lifts. He always takes some of these kind of relatively small jumps.
Opens heavy, small jumps.
Yeah. The crowd are on their feet, literally, because we don't have enough chairs. This is Ruben with 260, the last squat before we take a break. You're watching the 7th birthday bash. Yeah, that was high as nuts to me, but let's see what the referees say. I said the second was high and he got 1 red. That one looked a lot clearer. Yeah, 2 reds
2 red lights, 1 light. It's all right, he's only lost 5 kilos there. He scored 255 on his second attempt squat, so I mean, it's a pretty good day, honestly.
Well, that concludes the squat section. Before we take a break, Billy, let's recap what we saw there in the squats. Our women's, the clear highlight was Kel Brown, was... I'm missing her. Chelsea Dunlop.
Chelsea was 160, well over double body weight.
160 in the 75 kilo category. And in the men's, Stephen Hong going 3 out of 3 with a 225 squat. In the men's, the clear highlight to me was John Buckley squatting 257.5, while James Hurd ends the day without a successful squat. So a bit of a mixed bag, some very good lifting and some disappointing results there. But that concludes our squat section. We're going to take a break before we come back for bench press. A reminder, you're watching the 7th birthday bash, sponsored by us, the Strength Fortress.
Always sponsored by us.
We'll see you soon. Cheers. back. Lifting is back in 2 minutes. Lifting is starting in 2 minutes with our first group of lifters. We're starting with Samantha Dixon, and we're going to work our way from there. The group A features our women's 75 kilos, 82.5 kilos and up, as well as our men's in the 90 kilo category. So a mixed gendered group, and you know the squats were a mixed bag of results, shall we say, and we're hoping to look for a little bit more consistency in this bench session. All right, we're just about ready to get underway. And yeah, first lifter will be Samantha Dixon. She'll be followed by Sam Sutton, then Celeste Webb.
We've got Sam coming out for her opening attempt bench press. First bench press of this session at 45 kilos.
Now, Sam had a great squat session. If you remember, she was a little rocky on the second squat, and then she come back and fixed it up on the third and went 3 out of 3 in the end. She starts well on the bench, getting a 45 kilo opener. 2 white lights. Man, there's been a lot of red lights from these referees. They've been very
Vigilant, would you say?
vigilant. Yes, excellent word choice.
Right, next up, Sam Sutton coming out 55 kilos. Sam had a bumpy start to the day, missing her opening squat and her third squat. So she was left at 112, which was what her nominated opening attempt was. 55 kilos now.
Yeah, and smooth attempt again. Celeste coming out here in the open weight class. She went 3 out of 3 on squats, and she's opening her bench at 55 kgs. She'll be followed by Shannon, and then Chelsea Dunlop. Smooth opener.
Two red lights there.
2 red lights.
Maybe hips off the bench.
I did not catch a reason for those red lights. Did you see the cards?
Yellow.
Both of them.
Yep.
Yeah,
Right.
that might be hips off the bench. Wow, that was surprising. It looked really easy to me.
Interesting to see what they submit for the second attempt. Right, we've got Shannon coming out now for 60 kilo opener, competing in the 82.5 kilo women's class.
Wow, that was a very easy opener. At 60, like the actual bar speed was very good. And yeah, 3 white lights. I don't want to get ahead of myself. After a couple of missed lifts that looked easy, yeah, just got to wait until you got to avoid celebrating. You know, I know numerous stories of coaches submitting attempt cards without even looking at the lights, and the lifter missed lifts that they thought they'd gotten, and by the time you submitted the card, it's too late.
Too late.
Similarly, I do not want to get sucked into that same mistake, and I'm going to wait before I
Don't
celebrate
count
a
your
lift.
eggs before they hatch. It's called.
Yeah, don't
Right.
count your lifts before they are approved.
Chelsea Dunlop, 60 kilos. Very smooth. Chelsea was probably our standout for the squat session with 160 kilos. 60 kilos looked smooth. 3 white lights there.
We're following that with Kel Brown at 70. She'll then be followed by Shanine at 85. And then the boys hit the platform, starting with Lorenzo at 107. So Kel Brown had a great squat session, excellent attempt selection. Finished with 112.5. And we're now opening at 70.
A nice attempt.
Now you'll notice that the plates are getting loaded very quickly here. Our whole squatting crew, our TSF squatting crew, who know the racks well, know the weights well. In fact, one of these spotters, Paul, actually competed this morning, and straight after getting drug tested, he's come out and he started volunteering. So big shout out to our spotting crew. Are doing a great job. They're exceptionally fast this morning as well.
Exceptionally fast.
Yeah, faster than I was expecting. We had much more
Yeah.
time. If I'd known that we were going to get that done so quickly, I would have organised to have the medal presentation for the morning session done then.
Yeah.
But yeah, I was only expecting to have 15 minutes or 20 minutes in hand, but we ended up having 45 minutes. So
Yeah.
they're doing a great job. All right, Shanine, awesome opener, 85. I hope that means she's going to end up at 100, because that would be amazing. But let's not get ahead of ourselves. This is an 85 kilo opener. Very long start command. And the refs are looking closely. Dare I say it's about her hips. I think it's going to be a good lift. And she had a long start command because the refs were... 2 white lights, it sounds like. The refs were ascertaining as to whether her glutes were on the bench.
We didn't see those lights come up. That was a good lift, though.
Yeah, it was a good lift. It was 2 whites.
All right, Lorenzo coming out for 107.5. So we thought this was going to be a close battle between these three, but Stephen had blasted past with these squats, and it looks like, I don't know if he increased his bench opener or it was already sat there and I didn't quite notice it, but big opening bench too.
And I think the other thing is Lorenzo only finished on 1 squat.
Yeah.
It's hard to win. It's hard to win a meet when you only make 1 squat, unless you're, Jesus Olivares or Evie Corrigan. But otherwise, if you're not making
Neither
your
of
lifts,
whom are present here today, unfortunately.
unfortunately, I'm working on that.
All right, Ashley
I'm not,
Bowen
actually.
coming out for 130 kilos.
Good bench. Ash was also another lifter that had initially hopes of lifting at an 82.5 kilo class, and a few weeks ago, sent me the email and said abandoned mission.
It's not happening.
Abort mission. We're going to the 90s. Let's go to the 90s, baby.
There's one thing powerlifters do well. It's abort mission on a weight card.
Yeah. We love a flat back raw bench press, pure power. That was awesome.
Long run.
Long run. Ash Bowen.
3 white lights there for Ash. Good lift.
Yeah, after a successful squat session as well. So he'll be, pleased with himself.
Oh,
Stephen
yeah.
Huang now from ESS.
Final opening bench press of this first group. 132.5.
Yep. 132.5. He went 3 out of 3 on squats, finishing on 4 reds aside. 225 kilos.
So as we said, Stephen had initially intended to withdraw from the competition due to injury, but he's looking pretty good. Like a pretty long press command there.
And that concludes the first round of bench. And correct me, I don't think we saw any missed lifts. Oh no, we did. Celeste missing an opener on mysterious reasons.
I think it might have been hips off the bench, but it was 2 yellow lights from the side referees.
Yeah. All right.
Back to the top. Samantha Dixon, 47.5 kilos.
Samantha Dixon, she was successful at 45. We're now going to 47 and a half.
Hit the rack on the way up then. She is set up very high on the bench. You can see the top of her head's kind of hanging
Excellent
off the top.
bench press technique.
Sean Paul's absolutely polished bench press has him hitting the racks 100% of the time. So seems that Samantha's learned from the best. It was successful nonetheless. Perfect.
Yeah, dare I say, I mean, like, even on the opener, she lost a bit of shoulder position, and the second one even more so. The 2.5 kilo minimum increase on these kinds of weights is just killer. And I'm going to be honest, and I'm not super confident she can get 50, but I'm sure the coaching staff and her will give it a crack anyway. For now, we've got Celeste. That looks a little bit, I was going to say it looks better, but I must admit the first attempt was good too, so.
Good lift there for Celeste. 3 white lights. Much better.
Yeah, 3 white lights. She's on the board. And the hiccup in the opener was simply that. Sam Sutton now, the first of the Sams. We have 60 kilos.
5 kilo jump from first to second. You might have heard before on the squat session, we sort of said, you know, if you're only going to add 2.5 kilos to your third squat, is it worth it, particularly for some of the bigger boys? Is it worth to come out for a third squat? Would you rather just save the energy? For women's bench press, that minimum 2.5 kilo jump is tough. It's like the 2.5 kilos is a real make or break. But oftentimes, it doesn't hurt coming out for that third bench press. It doesn't absolutely destroy you. It doesn't empty the tank so much. So sometimes it's just worth having a shot. If you don't get it, you don't get it. It doesn't cost you a lot. It's very different to sort of a heavyweight man coming out for like a, say, 260 deadlift after a 260 squat after a 257.5.
Yeah, absolutely. The third bench, nowhere near as fatiguing, unless you bench like some people who bench with their back and their back cramps. That's some people as me.
All right. Shannon coming out for 65 kilos. 5 kilos up from opener. It's a nice looking bench. It was pretty long start command. 3 white lights, good lift. That same load, 65 kilos for Chelsea. Also jumped up 5 kilos from 60.
Yeah, pretty standard type of game plan here. Opening at 60 and then jumping to 5 kgs. And pretty smooth. A little bit of a wonky bar path off the chest, kind of shot forward, but recovered well. And yeah, we got 3 white lights, so that's a good lift again. So she's on 5 out of 5. Great execution, great attempt selection across the board. We're now going to Kel Brown, 75 kgs. Kel, another lifter, yet to miss a lift. And so is Shanine to follow, yet to miss a lift. So some pretty good lifting here at the 7th birthday bash. Hello, Ruth.
Hang on.
All right, beautiful attempt there by Kel. You know, Kel looks like she's competed 20 times before. She looks very comfortable on the platform. Her execution's good. Her setup is good. She's a force to be reckoned with over the coming years if she continues to improve. Speaking about continuing to improve, we've got Shanine Sagrado, 85 opener. Had a bit of a rough time getting a start command with the hips off the bench. And so they've opted for a conservative 2.5 kilo jump to 87.5. Let's see if she gets a little bit of a quicker start command here. Yeah, ever so slightly.
Long start, fast press.
Yeah, it's like the classic kind of, ooh, two red lights.
2 red lights, yellow card.
Yeah, hips coming off the bench apparently. Yeah, I was going to say she has a very classic super precision type setup. Very big arch, very small margin of error.
Yeah. Lorenzo, 115.
And by sheer contrast is you have a bench press technique like Lorenzo's where a missed groove for Lorenzo is much less costly. And I'm not saying one's better than the other, it's just different styles.
Ash Bowen coming out for 135. He's also been a great day. Got all 3 squats. Opened his bench at 130. He's jumped to 135 for his second. Another sort of brute strength lifter. He's pretty flat backed, but he's strong. Very nice second attempt.
Yeah, well
Silver
executed.
Thursday.
Yeah, well executed 135. He's another lifter on 5 out of 5.
Bench. All right. Final bench press of this first group, second attempt. 137.5 for Stephen. Just jumped up a pretty conservative 5 kilos from his opening attempt at 132.5.
So good. So as he went to press there, his whole torso just flattened out and yeah, lost position, shoulders came out. Simply too heavy. Surprising, considering over 132 only jumped 5, which I would say is on the modest side of what you typically see the jumps. You know, usually it's about 7.5.
Not these kind of weights, absolutely.
Yeah, so 5 is like on the lighter side of that. So yeah, bit surprised, to be honest.
Obviously, we mentioned previously an injury. Do you have any idea what that was?
No, not sure.
Not sure.
Yeah, not sure what was the reason.
Sure. All right.
I mean, he didn't look injured there, but I guess he didn't look injured on his squat either.
Yeah,
so.
exactly. All right, Samantha Dixon, top of the group now. Third attempt bench presses, 50 kilos for Sam.
Now, if you remember, I was a hater on her second attempt.
Your default setting.
No, not on Samantha personally. I think she's actually a great lifter. I was very impressed by her squats. But, yeah, not super confident on this, but she'll have a go. She does have an excellent setup. But this is definitely a stretch attempt. Nope.
Sort of.
Yeah, it's like if she could do 48,
Yeah.
you know, 48 would be great.
Just a stretch.
Yeah.
There was no other load that she could have loaded,
Yeah.
so, you know, nothing lost there. It was worth having a go.
Yeah, worth having a go, and it's worth almost getting that experience, I guess.
Yeah, absolutely. Especially as a first-time lifter, you know, failing competition, it is just something to learn too, it's something to go through.
Is it a first comp, is it?
I believe so.
Based on anything in particular?
I don't know, just juju.
Wow, you're a hater.
Vibes.
You're a hater.
I'm not a hater, just
Celeste
have an
Webby,
eye.
57.5 kilos. Yeah, missed 55, got 55, now 57.5. Oh, super strong.
We thought Celeste might have been coming out as an equipped lifter. She did register as equipped. Looks like, yeah, that was maybe just an error.
Yeah, I'm surprised it didn't get picked up at gear check and got changed.
Yeah.
Unless this is just a strategic way to get a medal.
Quite like that, actually. We will correct that for the medal presentation.
All right.
Sam Sutton, 62.5.
Well, there's nothing to correct. You can nominate for equipped.
Fuck yeah. Let's go, Celeste.
Please mind the language.
All right, Sam Sutton, 62.5. Excellent.
Hell yeah.
See what the referees say. 3 white lights for Sam. She had a rough start to the day on her squats, but that was beautiful 3 from 3 bench press. Really nice. All right, Shannon coming out for 67.5 kilos. 2.5 kilo jump from her second attempt. From memory, her second attempt moved pretty well. Wow. That was fast.
Yeah,
3 white lights. Fantastic.
3 out of 3 on the bench. You know, bench is a hard lift to go 3 out of 3 on, especially for the girls. You know, we spoke before about how the 2.5 kilo increments locks you into weights that are like super easy on seconds and sometimes impossibly hard on thirds. So to see a few lifters going 3 out of 3 is, yeah, it's always a good sign, or always a good thing to see.
Chelsea Dunlop now. She's on a 5 from 5 day so far. Her second attempt bench press looked great at 65 kilos. She's coming out now for 67.5.
Yeah, I think she's got the strength for this. It's just about the execution. Yeah, and
Exactly.
And actually, exactly like the second, loses it forward and then just has no power there. So that's just technique. You know, I said it comes down to execution, but effectively that's technique. And that's just something that she's going to improve on over time. So she ends the day on a 65 kilo bench. She's got the physical strength for more. I can see it.
That won't be hard to fix. All right, next up, Kel Brown, 80 kilos on 70, 75 to 80.
Now, reminder, listeners, viewers, that you can follow the scoreboard live on Lifting Cast. You can see the results, the lifting order, the attempts, weigh-ins, body weights, all that information is available on Lifting Cast. Just go to Lifting Cast and search birthday, or I think it should be in the description of this video.
3 right lights there for Kel. That was a fantastic bench press.
Yeah, she's on 6 out of 6.
Stoked with that. All right, final of the girls in this group. Shanine Sagrado coming out for 90 kilos.
Yeah, Shanine taking 90 after missing 87.5 on a technicality. The 90 kilos was a hips off the bench situation, 1 out of 3 white lights. So we have 90 followed by the 3 boys, and then we go into group B. Yeah, that's going to be a no lift. The spotters took it arguably a little early, but no arguing from the coaching, so I take it they agree. And that's going to be a no lift.
All right, so we're moving on to group... Oh, sorry. No, we're not. Moving on to Lorenzo. So we're moving on to the boys now, the 90 kilo men. Lorenzo coming out for his 3rd attempt bench press at 120 kilos. He's taken a 5 kilo jump from 115. Had a rough start to the day on his squats, and they're going 1 from 3. Some technicalities there. Nice looking bench press. Tough towards the end, but he held it. See what the referees say. 3 white lights for Lorenzo. That was a good bench press. All right, second last lifter of this group, Stephen. He's coming out for a reattempt of 137.5. He did take this on his second attempt, but failed it on strength. He only opened his bench press at 132.5. 5 kilo jump at these kind of loads, pretty conservative. So to see him fail that was a bit of a surprise. See how he goes on his third attempt.
Oh.
Wow, that was so much better.
Yeah, he made that look like a second attempt.
3 white lights for Stephen. I wonder what happened on that second attempt, because that one,
Yeah, he like
night and day.
I know your view is a little bit obstructed, but his torso just flattened. Like his shoulders just came completely out. But I guess why did that happen?
Yeah, why did that happen?
Yeah, hard to say, because that one was great. That was a great attempt.
All right, final bench press of Group A. We've got Ash Bowen coming out for a huge 140 kilos. Another 5 kilos on his second attempt.
Oh, yeah.
That was a fantastic bench press.
We love to see it. We love Ash Bowen. 140 kilo bench.
3 white lights for Ash. Fantastic bench press.
So that's how you bench 140.
That's how you do it. Noted.
I'm taking notes.
All right. We're moving on to Group B now, the heavyweight men. First lifter of the group is Brad Scott, opening at 110 kilos. He's gone 3 from 3 so far with his squats. So far, so good.
Yes. This is Brad on 110 kgs.
Brad had the really nice squat.
Yeah, excellently executed in it on 200, which is a great milestone. His bench starting at 110, and that looks pretty easy.
3 white lights, just as you want to see for an opener. All right, next up, Rob Franklin coming out for 122.5 kilo in the men's 140s. He went 2 from 3 in his squats, took that 5 kilo jump from his second to third, and the strength just wasn't there for that. So he didn't really leave anything out there.
Yeah, I agree. Like, didn't leave any kilos on the platform.
No
so
kilos on the platform.
But I guess like, if you're taking that second attempt that way, you're obviously expecting a bit more, hoping
right?
for more. So in some sense, yes, but on the day, that's
yeah, the reality.
All right, we're at 122.5. This is an opening bench.
Lovely. Looks good to me. Referees agree. 3 white lights. All right, next up, James Hurd. He's coming out for 127.5 for his opening attempt bench press. James is actually out of the competition. He did not register a successful squat attempt. So he's had a rough start to the day, but alas, he's elected to continue on. 127.5 on the bench.
Yeah, I mean, there's no individual lift medals or anything. He's simply lifting here for his own experience, and so own challenge.
So the best lifters are the ones with the shortest memories. Just park it behind and move on and get on with the rest of the day.
I think that's why I'm such a good lifter.
Take the pins out.
Hey, let's not make this personal.
That looked very nice for James.
Yeah, nice attempt. 127. We've got John Boutros, Christopher Feng, John Buckley to follow with 130 kilos.
All right, John Boutros coming out for 130 kilos in the men's 100 kilo class. So far, 3 from 3 on squats.
Yeah, John had a great squat session, finishing on 222.5. in the 100 kilo category. And we're starting bench press at 130 kilos.
Lovely. Very nice to me. Let's see what the referees say. 3 white lights. All right, Chris Feng coming out for 132.5 kilos for his opening attempt. I didn't notice Chris didn't take a third attempt on squat.
Yeah, he passed his third.
Okay, cool. Do you remember his second?
Yeah, 242. It was fine. No, it was fine. Okay. He could have done a third, but maybe, kind of like what we spoke before, maybe not worth the effort.
Yeah, so 2 from 2 so far today. It's very smooth. All right, next up we got John Buckley attempting the same load, 132.5 kilos.
You're watching the 7th birthday bash. 7 years of TSF.
Can't forget the cake. We always forget the cake.
Yes, we will not forget our cake.
Our signature move here at the Strength Fortress is purchasing a cake for a special occasion, and then the day after the special occasion, finding the cake in the fridge, and then, you know, a couple of days later, eating a 4-day-old cake. 7 years of 4-day-old cake. Come celebrate at the Strength Fortress. All right, John Buckley, 132.5.
And then we followed by Ruben at 137.5. And then it looks like Jez has convinced Cassius to drop the opener to 180 on bench.
Three white lights there for John. Great lift. All right, Ruben coming out now for 137.5.
I think Jeremy's got all 3 of these guys in a row, and so he's stressing out. He's like, oh, God, I've got to get straight to Ruben. And then after Ruben, I'm going to go straight to Cassius.
Have you seen his clipboard?
I love it.
I looked at it and I said, is that what the inside of your brain looks like?
What, mainly blank with scribbles?
It's chaos.
Chaos.
Organised chaos. All right, Ruben. 2 from 3 so far. He's failed 260 on depth on his third attempt squat. Looked good. 3 white lights there for Ruben. All right, our final lifter of this group is Cassius Kelly. If you remember, Cassius came out with like a pretty token-looking 150 kilo squat, really fast. Looked like he was just saving energy for a big bench press. It looks like Cassius is quite the bench press specialist. So he's opening on 180 kilos. This is a huge bench press in the men's 100 kilo class.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing what this looks like. He's got his team listed as Spac-Man. I don't know what that means.
Yeah, what is Spac-Man?
I'd be curious to find out. I've got a feeling this guy's a pretty funny guy. Here we go, 180.
Moved, wasn't easy. Bit slower than I'd want to see an opener.
Yeah, I'd say 185 next, and he gets no lift.
2 red lights there from the side referees. Looks like maybe hips off the bench, but yeah, hips off the bench.
Confirmation, hips off the bench.
So Cassius initially had his opening attempt bench press put in at 197.5. Dropping that down looked like the right decision. He will either have to reattempt that load or he is able to jump up. I think the right decision there would be to reattempt that load, which is what Coach Jeremy has just put in.
Yeah.
It wasn't easy. I would not want to jump up from that.
The only reason you can justify it is if, 1, it's easy, 2, your lifter is very experienced, and neither of those things are the case. So, yeah, 180 is the right decision.
Has Cassius got much of a competition history?
No, it's his first comp.
First comp. All right. you say from Perth?
Travel from Perth.
Why? Because the Strength Fortress hosts the best local meets in the country. What do you reckon?
A bit of a stretch, but I like it.
I'd travel to compete here.
You have
Good time
do
to
it, yeah.
mention our sponsors, the Strength Fortress.
Yeah, if you're looking for coaching, training, you know, if you're impressed with my self-deprecating humor and my ability to point out very minor deviations in technique which lead to failures in the third attempt, perhaps I can identify the minor deviations in your technique and improve your lifting. So, yeah, get in touch. Whether it's at the gym, whether it's online, we'd love to actually help you out, sort out your lifting. For now, Rob
here with
Franklin,
127 and a half.
yeah, back to the actual lifting.
Looks pretty good.
We've gotten too comfortable here, Bill. You know, this is actually just an anniversary party for us.
2 white lights, it is. He got 1 red light from the, can you focus? He got 1 red light from the center referee. I love you too.
Ew. Jay Hurd, 135.
And James has jumped 7.5 kilos from his first to his second. Nice looking bench press from where I'm sitting. Let's see what the referees say. 2 white lights, good enough? Or 3 white lights. Great lift.
Great lift. More than just a good lift, a great lift, in fact.
Absolutely nothing wrong with it. Very good. All right, John Boutros, 137.5 kilos, taking a 7.5 kilo leap from his first attempt.
Yeah, I've been very impressed with John's lifting so far. Great technique, excellent attempt selection and load selection. And that continues here with an excellent 137.5 bench.
That press command was so fast.
That's a reward for a good descent and a good pause. Yeah, 2 whites.
2 white lights, 1 red from the center ref. She reckons he beat the press command. Has John been around for a while? He looks seasoned. He looks polished.
I'm not sure. Maybe like 3, 4, 5 comps type of vibe.
All right, Chris Feng's coming out now for 140, a 7.5 kilo leap from his opening attempt.
Yeah.
Pretty good. Wasn't super fast, but it moved. 3 white lights from the referees there. Good lift.
Yeah, pretty successful round of bench. Remind me, have we seen a missed lift in this round here so far?
No, I don't think so.
Yeah, so some good pressing. We've got now John Buckley, followed by Ruben. Followed by Cassius. Now, John's another one that's impressed me with their lifting. Yeah, an excellent execution, honestly. Which is great.
That's really nice.
Yeah, great bench pressing. I think he went from 122 to 140. I didn't even notice until just then. Yeah. No, 132.
No, 132.
Sorry, 132. Yeah, it's the old age. The eyes just
That would be
missing-
simply
misreading it.
reckless. All right, Ruben, 142.5, 5 kilo jump from his opener.
And yeah, we've got a nice, healthy crowd here as well, spectating. Thank you to our door people, Marina and Sandra.
nice.
Yeah, Ruben's very strong. He's got a lot of strength. Technique's a little on the unpolished side, shall we say, but physically very strong. He's only been getting stronger, honestly. He's done a number of comps now, and he's proven himself as a seasoned lifter. All right, we're on to the last, the bench press of this group. This is Cassius.
So Cassius opened his bench at 180. It did go up. He got 2 red lights for his hips coming off the bench.
So we're going to have to keep our eyes peeled on this one.
Now, Cassius is here to bench press today. He registered a pretty token-looking squat. So he's really going to want this. Bummer.
And he just looked like he didn't even set up correctly because it looked like he tried to unrack it and realized he was too far away down the rack and then slid up the bench to unrack it. You know, kind of wasted energy like that.
Yeah, it looked really like a hasty setup. It looked like the kind of setup you put in when it's a load that you just know you can do without much work. But his opening attempt at 180 wasn't that easy. Like, it was a bit of work.
Yeah. Yeah,
like while he failed it on a technicality, it wasn't an easy bench press. They have opted to put in another 180. They have put in 180 kilos for his third attempt, so
yeah, logically so.
He'll come that up.
Like, he physically can press it. He just, you know, it's tough on the platform.
All right, back to the top of the group. Third attempt bench presses. We've got 117.5 kilos here for Brad Scott. He's got a perfect 5 from 5 day so far.
Let's keep that momentum rolling.
Nice. 3 white lights there. Very nice. 6 from 6. All right, Rob Franklin coming out next for 132.5 kilos. He's taking a 5 kilo leap from second to third. He's competing in the men's 140 kilo class.
So, friends, we're into the third round of bench press. It's a second group. So at the end of this round, we're going to take a break, and we'll come back for the final session of deadlifts. Again, this is Rob Franklin benching 132.5. That looks like absolutely spot on attempt selection. He might have even failed 133. But 132.5 is, yeah, it's a good lift. So excellent. Yeah, great pressing.
That was bang on.
Yeah, he couldn't ask for anything more, to be honest.
All right, James Hurd coming out for 140 kilos for his third attempt. He's 2 from 2 on his bench press so far. He's jumped up 5 kilos into his third now.
And this will be a bench PB. And this will be a nice consolation after you know, a very rough squat session. Baby.
Oh, yes. Is that perfect attempt selection? Oh, 2 red
I mean, it was still
lights.
perfect attempt selection, just
Yeah.
not perfect execution.
Yeah, hips off the bench there from the side referees. That's a bummer. That was a nice bench press.
It was a good fight. Like, there was a couple instances there where I thought he was going to lose it, and then he just kept fighting. So, kudos.
Great persistence. All right, Christopher Feng coming out 142.5. He's only taken a 2.5 kilo jump here from his second of 140. That looks nice. 3 white lights there from the referees.
Yeah,
Very nice.
Good stuff from Chris.
Also having a really good day. He went 2 from 2 on squats, passed a third, 3 from 3 on bench. He's
Yeah.
looking good. Right, same load here, 142.5 for John Boutros. John's also having a great day. He's 5 from 5 so far coming into this.
That was awesome. I think he might get a red from the center referee on beating the press call. But
He really anticipates an A.
if he gets the 2 white lights, that was awesome. Yeah, excellent pressing, great technique. Yeah, I'm super impressed. I'm a fan. 6 out of 6.
John Boutros fan. Chief referee's not. She reckons he's beaten the press commands.
Yeah, I mean, I saw it. I saw exactly what she's saying.
Yeah, absolutely.
But it was right on, to be honest. Right on.
All right, Ruben coming out for 147.5 kilos. He's taking a 5 kilo leap from second to third.
And we've got our 3 heaviest benches. 147, 147, and then 180 again with Cassius. He's going to need that lift to get it to stay in the competition. He's going to need that.
Nice press. 3 white lights there for Ruben. Great bench pressing.
Yeah, he's having a good day. Yeah, getting all his lifts, missed 1 squat. But other than that, some good pressing. Same weight now, we've got John Buckley at 147 to be followed by Cassius. Then we take a break. So stick around, we've got 3 of the biggest bench presses you'll see before the break. What are you looking at here, Bill? 147.5 for John should be okay?
Yeah, I reckon. So he's taking a 7.5 kilo jump. It's pretty aggressive. It's like he obviously thinks he's got it.
Yeah, I'd say it's probably a little too aggressive for my liking. I mean, the 140 was good, but was it 7.5 kilo good? Well, let's find out. It was.
It was. That was fantastic.
Yeah, great execution.
I
6
reckon
out
that
of
was
6.
perfect attempt selection. Like, would he have had another 2.5 kilos? I don't reckon. That's good. 6 from 6 for John Buckley. It's been a great day.
I actually really like his descent. You know, starts slow and then he accelerates into his
Yeah,
chest.
it's a nice bench press.
Yeah, good bench pressing. Speaking about good bench presses, we're about to see a 4-plate date. 4 blue plate date, 3 red plates.
All right, Cassius Kelly coming out for 180. Failed this on his first attempt for his hips coming off the bench. Second attempt, he just really didn't set up very strong at all, and it kind of just didn't come off his chest at all. He was just, it just looked like a bit of a lazy setup, honestly.
Yeah, we really hope he
gonna want
gets this, yeah.
Oh, I hope he got that. No lift.
It's
2
another
red
lift.
lights
Yeah,
again
same
from
thing.
hips off the bench. That's a bummer. It's a strong bench press, 180 kilos. I don't know if anyone on the live stream has ever held 180 kilos over their face before. I personally don't have any interest. I probably could, but I'm not going to. He's a strong bench presser. It's a bit of a shame.
I've done it in a shirt.
How did that go?
I got it up.
Did you?
Yeah.
When?
It was just in training. It was years ago.
Cool.
I got about like an inch off my chest. I was so close, but
I thought that you actually benched it. Right, that checks out.
no, in a shirt. I said. He said in a shirt.
Yeah, but I thought it, like when you said it, I thought you meant it actually went up.
No, I got it 1 inch off my chest. No, as in I didn't get all the way down.
Okay.
No, I got it, but I didn't touch my chest because I was
All
in a
right.
shirt. Anyway,
Okay, that's cool. Good story.
we're going to take a 10-minute break. Yeah, the bench press section was good. No real clear highlights, I think. You know, a couple of lifters solidifying great totals, going 6 out of 6. Obviously a shame to see Cassius go 0 out of 3.
Yeah. That's a shame.
Yeah, what are your thoughts?
Yeah, pretty much just building a subtotal in that bench session, really. There was nothing that was too wild. All pretty as expected, I guess. Deadlifts will be our most exciting section of the day. We've got some big openers there. I'll be pretty keen to watch how this plays out.
Great. Well, we're going to take a break, 10 minutes, and we will join you for deadlifts. Ciao.
Ciao. 115 kilos. Celeste had a pretty good day. She went 3 from 3 on her squats. She missed an opening attempt bench press, but came back and finished them off really, really strong. So she really hasn't left much out there today. Very smooth deadlift. Looked entirely unproblematic to me. Referees agree. 3 white lights. All right, Sam Sutton coming out now for 130 kilos. Sam had a really rough start today with her squats, only registering 1 successful attempt. She failed her opener and her 3rd attempt. She came back really strong, 3 from 3 on her bench press. A really great attempt to section on her 3rd. Here she's with 130. Looks strong. And 3 white lights there, so she's put together a really, really strong day so far. Just that squats are just a bit bumpy. All right, Shannon coming out for 135 kilos, competing in the women's 82.5 kilo class. Shannon's had a pretty good day. 2 from 3 on her squats. She only left 2.5 kilos there. She's successful at 125, missing 127. 3 from 3 on her bench. She's had a great day. Looks to continue that. 3 white lights. So far, so good. All right, same bar load for Shanine Sagrado coming out for 135. Shanine had a great squat session, squatting 150. Pretty unfortunate bench session. Only got her opener at 85, went up to 87.5, missed that, went up to 90, missed that. So she's from 4 from 6 so far. A nice opening attempt.
Yeah, lots of power on the 135. And yeah, we're going to move quickly. These spotters and loaders are very fast. Deadlifts tend to be the fastest, well, they are the fastest discipline. So expect the action to come in quickly, fastly, furiously.
All right, Kel Brown, 145. Kel's had a perfect 6 from 6 day so far. 112 on the squat, 80 on the bench press. It's a big bench. It's good to me. Referees agree. 145, good lift.
Will be followed by Chelsea Dunlop, 165, followed by the same weight. No, sorry, she's the strongest deadlift opener. This is 165 for Ash.
Chelsea.
Sorry, bloody hell. I was reading Ashley's next, and then I got confused.
Wowza. That's how you move 165. Chelsea had a cracking squat session at 160 on her 3rd attempt. She got 2 bench presses, finishing on 65 kilos. She got 2 white lights there, 1 red. Did you see what that was for?
On...
That deadlift.
No, I'm not sure what the red light would have been for. We have Ash now. This is Ash doing a 195 kilo deadlift opener. Well executed. He continues the streak of good lifts with the opener of 195. He's on 7 from 7. To follow is Stephen.
Stephen's coming out for 205. He's had a good day too. He's 5 from 6. He missed his 2nd attempt bench press, but got it on the 3rd and absolutely smoked it on the 3rd. Easy peasy.
Yeah, and with that opener, he's on a 567.5 total. So he's got a 12.5 kilo lead over Ash Bowen. No, sorry, that's a 25 kilo lead over Ash Bowen. And Lorenzo's a little bit behind. Although Lorenzo's opening deadlift will give him a total of 540, and Ash Bowen's on 542.5.
All right.
So the battle for second is close. And, you know, as we kind of anticipated after we saw the squat section, Steven should run away with it. You know, unless he gets 1 out of 3 on deadlift, but I can't see that happening. Although stranger things have happened.
Looks like a nice opening attempt for Lorenzo. Referees agree, 3 white lights.
Yeah, he'll be trying to make up kilos. You know, he only went 1 out of 3 on the squats. And so he'll be eager to, make up some kilos, essentially.
All right, back to the top now, round 2. Samantha Dixon coming out for 107.5 kilos. Good lift there for Sam. All right, Celeste Webby now coming out for 127.5 kilos. Taking a 12.5 kilo jump from second to third. It's pretty big. It was a good lift, like pretty impressive opener. Seems reasonable.
Yeah, she's been very powerful. You know, all of her lifts with a lot of power. Even the bench was very strong, although there was technicality issues there.
Good lift there for Celeste. All right, 145 now for Shannon. Very nice. Sam Sutton, 145. He's taking a 15 kilo jump here from first to second. Very nice. Looks like that was just quite a conservative opener.
I mean, even the second attempt was pretty easy.
Yeah.
So I got the same weight for Shannon Sagrado. Shanine, sorry. There is a Shannon, there is a Shanine. This is Shanine Sagrado, 145. And she'll be followed by Kel. And then Chelsea.
Strong go. 3 white lights there for Shanine. Good lift. All right, Kel Brown, 157.5. So a 12 kilo jump there from first to second. No missed lifts here for Kel. She's having a cracking day. She's 7 from 7 so far. Let's make that 8 from 8.
Yep, another good lift on the board for Kel. Speaking about good lifts, we have Chelsea Dunlop Coming out here for 177.5. 12.5 up on the opener. Got a healthy crowd here as well to watch the last of this day's lifting. It's been a great day. Some great lifting. She got one red light in the first attempt. I'll be curious to know if that's ironed out. Yeah, 3 whites here, so no issues at all. There was a few good lifters in the morning session. I'm just trying to think who might be the best female lifter. I mean, Jess Lamb has to be in the mix. Amy Quinn was very strong in the 56 kilo class. And obviously Chelsea Dunlop's in the running, just off the top of my head. So I'll be curious to see who takes out best female lifter in the end.
Ash Bowen, 207.5.
12.5 up from the opener.
Looks good.
Yeah, very good. A little bit, forward and back. Wobbles. But the weight proved to be pretty elementary. All right, Stephen Huang now, 225.
Very nice.
Yeah, great deadlifting. I was impressed by that.
So Stephen jumped 20 kilos from 205 to 225. Lorenzo's now jumped 15 kilos from 225 to 240. Stephen's pretty out of reach.
Yeah, Stephen's too far ahead. He's on 567.5, I think, now.
Yeah. Lorenzo on 540.
So
if he gets this,
587.
it'll take him to 555. Yeah, okay.
And that'll be
Stephen's
7
got
behind
this
Ash.
wrapped up.
Yeah, Stephen's got us wrapped up, but the battle for second place between Ash and Lorenzo rages on. This lift will put Lorenzo 7.5 behind Ash. And he's the heavier lifter, so he's going to need 10 more than Ash. Well, 10 more of an increase.
Yeah.
Because he's 7.5 behind now.
Ash's second moved good, so I reckon...
Essentially, if Ash makes his third, almost whatever it is.
It'll be a heavy bar load for that third.
And that's if it even matters to them.
If it even matters, exactly.
Yeah, there's no cash, there's no points, there's no... Other than pride and a nice coloured medal.
Yeah. All right, we're on to the third round of deadlifts now. Final lift of the day for this Group A. All right, Samantha Dixon coming out for 115 kilos. She's had a great day, only one missed lift. See if she can finish this strong.
Yeah, we're into the last round of deads. Awesome.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, great deadlifting. 115.
Fantastic. 3 white lights. Good day for Sam. All right, Celeste Webby. Same deal. She's only missed one lift for the day, and that was an opening attempt bench press, which she jumped up from, did well. She's coming out for 135 kilos on her third and final deadlift. 7.5 up from her second. She's making these look pretty light.
Now, obviously very strong. Was there any kind of supporting on the thighs? That's the question I have.
Maybe any downward movement?
Yeah, no lift from all three. So, kind of the referee saw what I saw.
Yeah, they saw that supporting on the thighs.
Yeah.
So in the deadlift, you cannot use your thighs to support the bar or kind of jack the bar up your leg. In any of the lifts, we can't see any downward movement of the bar once the bar has started ascending. That applies across the squat, the bench press, and the deadlift. It needs to come up in one smooth movement. All right, Shannon now, 150 kilos. Just a 5 kilo jump from second to third. This will give her an 8 from 9 day. Looks good. 3 white lights. Great day. Shanine Sagrado coming out for 152.5 kilos.
So Shanine's, I think, the only woman in the 90 kilo class, so she's got that wrapped up. Yeah, and just looking at the scoreboard, I think none of the lifts that are about to come are going to affect the standings. But that's okay. Obviously, the lifters are there to make their lifts, build their totals, test their limits, and that's exactly what Shanine's doing. So 152.5 on the bar. Oh, just the right hand opening up there. I was even going to say you could even make a case for supporting the bar on the thighs. Yeah, that was right on the limit. Right on the limit lift, which I suppose if you're going to fail a lift, that's kind of how you want to do it, knowing that it was, right on the borderline. And that's useful information. Useful information for training, and knowing that, okay, the max is probably 2.5 below that.
All right, next up, we got Sam Sutton coming out for 155. Second big jumps, 130 to 145 to 155. This will give her a bit of a push.
So Sam Sutton, 155. She's in third place in the 82.5 class.
Gorgeous. Fantastic lift.
Yeah, right on. Right on.
That was excellent. 3 white lights there for Sam. Referees agree.
Okay, also in the same weight class next is Kel Brown, who honestly has just had a stupendous day. 3 out of 3 on the squats, which turns out that is not her lift because she benched 80 and she's about to deadlift 170.
Wowza. What a day.
She puts this together. That's a 9 out of 9 day. And then following Kel, we have the last of our girls, Chelsea Dunlop. So Kel is first place in the 82.5 kilo women's. And this is just to give her a 362, or just a 362.5 kilo total. Now, it was hard.
That looks good.
The
I didn't see
referees
anything
have
wrong
been
with that.
very strict. Yeah, I don't think I did either, but I also wouldn't be surprised if I saw even 1 red. No, 3 whites. Okay. Excellent.
That was a fantastic third attempt. She's stoked. I love when people jump up and down like they can't control it.
I mean, I would too if I went 9 out of 9.
Yeah.
It's been a while though.
I've never done that.
Yeah. Relatable.
All right, Chelsea Dunlop, 187.5 kilos. This is a monster deadlift in the 75 kilo
Yeah,
class.
she might even be best female lifter. I'm just going to pull up the scoreboard here. If I can see if I
So
can.
this would be a 10 kilo jump from her second to third. Her second was good.
Yeah, so she's already on a 401 dots.
Yeah, this is when I think this is in within reach.
Definitely.
Absolutely.
That was an awesome
That was a great
deadlift.
Wowza.
Really well executed.
3 white lights. That was excellent.
187 is actually
It's huge.
freaking humongous. And so she wins the 75 kilo class. She's on 411 dots. And I'm just going to scroll through what I see in the morning. Okay. Not enough to pip Jess Lamb, who's on 427. And we're on to the boys now in this third round of deadlifts. First out is Ash Bowen, another lifter to have not missed a lift yet. And we're going to hope that continues. He's on 215. I think he needs this sort of. If he makes this lift, I think he locks in the silver medal, more or less. But if he misses, he does open the door to Lorenzo. No doubt about it.
Not opening any doors.
Door stays shut.
9 from 9. What a cracker. Great day.
And those are the kind of days you have to have if you want
Great day,
to
Ash.
if you want to win a medal or place. So his total's for 562. Lorenzo's going to go for it though.
He is?
If my
Love
maths,
that.
if the math is mathing, Ash is on 562, Lorenzo's on 555. Oh, he's not only going to go for it. It's he doesn't actually need to go as much as it looks like here. I've mathed badly.
You think inside your head?
No, I'm thinking out loud. It's my job. Anyway, speaking about math badly, Stephen Hong, this is for a 600 kilo plus total. This is for 607. And yeah, it's 245. His second of 225 was good, but 20 kilos good?
Yep.
Yup. Yup.
Yep.
Can you please think inside your head?
All right, what's Lorenzo doing? What's the math doing?
All right, the math is Lorenzo's on 555, and his rival Ash Bowen is on 562. And so Lorenzo only needs to do 250, but whether it's through willful ignorance or complete disillusion, they're going to 255.
Maybe just having a good time.
Maybe having a good time. That's what I'm obviously leaning towards. Probably not even looking at the scoreboard. It's not important. So if he makes this lift, he goes to second. It's as simple as that. If he makes this lift, he goes to second place.
Let's go, Lorenzo. I want to see him get this. This would be awesome. Big fan of these 90 kilo boys. They all put on great shows.
And remember, Lorenzo only got one squat, so
Yeah, this would be an epic finisher.
compared to Ash Bowen's 9 out of 9 day.
Come on, Lorenzo. Nah. Bummer.
And it's just too heavy. You know, I think 250 would have gone. I think 250 might have gone. And he would have won his silver medal, but
That was an ambitious jump.
ambitious, but, you know, ambition is the driver of success. We're on to the last group. The last group, it's Group B. It's our men's heavies. Starting with Christopher Feng, who's looking like he's taken a 75 kilo deadlift. And so if you remember, he's passed on a squat. I wonder if this is injury.
Yeah, he might be hurt. Yeah, that's a grimace of a hurt person. All right, he's done. That might be a day.
That'll do.
Put up a good squat. Put up a cracking
Yeah, it was so
bench press. Good on
surprising.
him for carrying through that bench press. It's hard to do when you're in pain.
A little bit of insult to injury literally there with a red light from Carol.
Coach Matt Crundle's gone over to be like, excuse me, what was the red light for?
Excuse me here, lady.
I need to know about that for my decision making. That was just mean. All right, Cassius Kelly is going to have a go, 170.
Now, he's not going to score a total because he has not put together a successful lift in the bench press, but he's going to have a crack at a 170 deadlift.
Very smooth. 3 whites. I like to see Cassius putting, you know, a bit of effort on all 3 lifts. I'd like to know how strong he is. Right, James Hurd coming out for 190. So James also has not registered a total, not registering a successful squat attempt.
It's a little unusual to have 2 lifters in the same group. Bomb?
Yeah, it
You don't
is.
see that very often.
It's not what we want to see. Anyway, 190 opening attempt.
I mean, he is injured, and this is, I mean, his best deadlift's 255.
Yeah.
Like, you can't hold it against him.
Whatever. That looks good. 3 whites.
John Buttress up now with a 210 deadlift opener. John's lifting in the 100 kilo category. Yeah, he's wearing the TSF t-shirt.
Love that.
What a legend.
Is he a big supporter of the brand, or did his shirt not pass a crippling check?
You know, let's go with A.
Yeah, big supporter of the brand.
Let's go with a former.
We love that, John. Thanks for supporting. Looks good.
Three whites.
All right, next up, Brad Scott, 215. He's from 6 from 6. He's on 6 from 6. He's having a good day. Easy breezy.
Yeah, very smooth opening attempt. I'm expecting a 12 kilo, maybe even 15 increase there. To 227, 230. For now, Rob Franklin taking 220.
Like his socks.
There's a lot to like.
Powerlifters love a novelty sock.
Yeah, they do. I just wear my long crews. They've got the hole in the toe that I've had for 11 years.
The hole in the toe because you keep trying to stretch them up to shin height.
Yeah. Well,
They're not designed to be that long.
I'm thrifty, if nothing else. 252.5 now. This is JB, John Buckley. 252.5. He's been having a great showing. Some excellent execution.
6 from 6 so far. Smooth. Looks lovely.
Yeah, nice. Very nice. He'll be very close to a 700 kilo total, I think. 57, 47. You'll need to deadlift 290 though, which is a lot. No, I'm doing the math wrong. I'm doing that again where I'm thinking. Stop thinking, John Paul.
Don't strain
I
yourself.
think you need to do 285 or 295.
Right, Ruben, 255.
I think it's 295 is what we'll do. In the meantime. Jesus.
Looks good.
Very good. Good way to round out the first round of the deadlifts. We're going to swing back around.
All green so far. Good to see.
Yeah, and I mean, Ruben's not far away from a 700 kilo total too. So it'll be interesting to see where these guys end up. For now, Christopher Feng's got a 177. So 107 kilo increase, 102.5 kilo increase. Pretty unusual.
You reckon he's coming out for this?
I mean, why would they put in the card at 177? Is it to give everyone a rest?
Maybe, and just so it's like kind of almost loaded to what it needs to be, rather than stripping it all the way down. That would actually be such a gentlemanly thing to do. Like rather than making him strip it back to 75, just put it to a number that's like close to what would come up next.
Yeah, I understand.
I actually rate that. Told you I like Matt Crundle. That's so lovely.
So do you want to explain to us what's happening?
Okay, so Christopher Feng came out for his opening attempt deadlift of 75 kilos. He was grimacing. It was obviously just a bar load they've put in just to make sure he registers a total and can solidify his results from his squat and bench press. He's evidently injured. So a very nice thing to do in powerlifting is not to say to the scoring desk, I'm not going to take this lift, but rather to submit an attempt so that way everyone in your group still gets their full minute rest that they would usually get when you're taking your attempt. So rather than submitting an attempt at, say, 80 kilos or 77.5, just above what he took on his opener, Coach Matt Crundle has opted to put in 177.5 kilos, saving the spotters the hassle of stripping this all the way down to one red plate, only to put it all the way back on again. So this is etiquette. I really like it. Give Matt Crundle a Spirit Award. I rate that.
And so Yeah, Chris Feng doesn't come out, but all the other lifters get their minute rest.
And look at that, quick change, 180 kilo on the bar.
190, darling.
190, sorry. 190 kilos here for Cassius Kelly. Took 20 kilo jump from his opener of 170. Maybe he's going to give this a bit of a nudge.
I think this will be pretty easy as well, unless his grip fails.
Like, it slowed a little bit. It was easy, but, like, you know, maybe he's going to line up for, like, a decent-sized third. Like, obviously, squat was just saving himself for his bench.
Right.
Now that's done, so he may as well do something.
Yeah. I may as well do something.
James Hurd, he's taken a 20 kilo jump, took 190 on his opening attempt, jumped 20 to 210. He has been nursing a bit of an injury. This is well down from his best strength, his top strength. That was nice.
Yeah, 3 white lights for Hurdy.
Hurdy.
He's on 210. Like I said, his best deadlift's like 250 or 255. So well below where his capacity is. But I suppose nursing that injury, you're just here to get some lifts on the board, feel good. All right, John Boutros, 7 from 7, and so is the following lifter, Brad Scott. Who will be the first to crack? Hopefully neither. 225.
John Boutros, big fan of the brand. Sporting the Strength Fortress apparel.
Yeah, the more I think about it, the more I think it's out of obligation.
No.
That show's looking too brand new.
Big fan of the brand.
It's looking very brand new.
John Boutros. Come and have a session on us. Great lifter.
Awesome deadlift. You know, I think that was right very close to the edge. There won't be much left behind that.
Got 1 red light for soft knees.
Yeah.
So your knees must be locked at the completion of the lift. He's got one side referee here saying, no, they weren't. All right.
Battery.
Brad Scott, 3 white lights at 230 kilos. All right, Rob Franklin coming out for 232.5. 12.5 jump from his opener of 220, which looked really good. Rob's had a good day. Just missed 1 squat. He's looking pretty good. Smooth. Slowing down a little bit, but pretty as expected second attempt. 3 white lights from the referees. Right, 2 lifters left of this round. Ruben Trevisan coming out for 265 kilos. Got some big loads.
All right, I'm back. Sorry. What have I missed? Rob Franklin got 232.
Couple of greens, all good.
How did Brad Scott go?
Good. Looks good.
Right, Ruben 265, good lift. What has he got left? Maybe another 10 again?
Yeah. All right, John Buckley, final lifter of this group. Also coming out for 265. 7 from 7 so far. He's had a cracking day. He's jumped, I can't math that. What's that? 12 and a half.
Well, like I said, he's going to need 295 if he wants the 700, so he's going to fall short unless, a small miracle happens. But in the meantime, 265.
Lovely.
Yeah.
Very well executed.
Great lifting there by JB.
3 whites. All good. What do you reckon he's got left?
7.5.
Yeah, probably so. It's got
You
Robbie
would.
Larkin energy.
What makes you say that?
Just the general build and the mannerisms.
The larrikinism.
Larrikinism.
All right, we're into the last round of deads. Can you believe it? How are we going for time?
Probably well. 4:30.
Okay,
Smashed
cool.
it.
So we're done by 5. So that was pretty good. Nice and quick. Yeah, it's been a great day of lifting. Some good lifts. Some pretty disappointing results. 3 bombs today.
Yeah, it's a lot.
That's probably one of the highest bomb rates I've seen in a local meet.
Yeah, that sucks.
So that's a shame.
All right, Cassius coming out for 200.
It is a shame, but here we are, Cassius, yeah, 200 kgs. Nope. Nope, the grip just couldn't hold on to it there.
Just got to try that liquid chalk.
Oh, he's got to just go mixed. I think he's got to go mixed. I think it was just straight up double overhand.
Oh,
Yeah, just all forearms.
real doggy.
It's just,
All right, Chris Feng, 202.5.
something tells me he's not going to do 202.5.
Oh, yeah, that's right. God,
Oh,
he's such a good
Unless
guy.
there he is. He's standing there. He's put his singlet up. His hands aren't chalked though. All right, he's not coming out.
This is
It's very gentlemanly.
so lovely. The fact that Matt Crundle has just diligently come out and submitted attempt cards that are thoughtful, well considered.
Well, he's robbed Cassius of a minute's rest. We've got a birthday chant going on for corporation. Who said capitalism can't win? I love this as an act, actually. Chris Feng using his minute to come out. I'm glad you had a great time, Chris.
He's lovely. Big fan. That was just lovely. I'm thrilled.
Yeah, excellent display of sportsmanship, just general manners.
Yeah, Chris Feng, I hope you recover well, and I'd love to have you back here. All right, James Hurd, 230. He's gone 190, 210, 230, so big jumps.
Speaking about recovering well, let's hope Jay Hurd recovers well. And we see him back to his best sooner rather than later. This is, 230 kilos. You're watching the 7th birthday bash. This is James Hurd's 3rd deadlift.
God, yes. Yeah, that feels good. Tough day in the office, but that's a nice way to finish it
Yeah,
off.
very rough day.
Yeah, he deserved that. Good guy.
Good one.
Good guy. We love you, James. All right, John Boutros.
You know,
Big fan of the brand.
I've been such a big fan of him all day, and I'm admittedly not the most confident I've ever been when something comes out.
Yeah, that 225 second was pretty hard.
Yeah, it was pretty tough.
Yeah. What did you say, 7.5 left in the tank?
No, I said like none, maybe 5.
All right.
So yeah, surprised by this, but
I hope you're proven wrong.
yeah, some people can just like rise to the occasion.
Yeah.
And I suspect that will be the case. The 100 kilo class is pretty deep,
Let's go, John.
and he's currently in first place. So he's won the 100 kilo class. Holy smokos!
Oh, a bit of downward movement there. Can't quite
Yeah,
look it.
that's no good.
That was close. Good fight.
You know, that was a much better than I was expecting it was going to be.
Yeah.
Like, I wasn't very confident, as I said. And maybe the 235 would have been there. But, 230 would have been there. But I also appreciate you've got to go for broke sometimes.
Good day. I mean, 8 from 9. Pretty good.
I realized what that was. He was on a 590 total, and he wanted to go for 600. So he went for the 10 kilo increase, and I can respect that.
I respect that.
Brad Scott now, successful at 230. This isn't going to change his placings. He's currently in second, and he'll stay in second in the 100 kilo category. First place, of course, to John Boutros.
Yeah, you tell him, Brad Scott.
That's a 9 out of 9 day. Let's
You're the
go.
best. Love that.
Yeah, perfect day for Brad. You know, he impressed me right from the start. Squats, his confidence in his approach. Bench, just tidy, no issues there. And deadlift, you know, healthy attempt selection. Really maxed it out. Yeah, he had a great day of lifting.
Yeah, good lifting. All right, Rob Franklin coming out for 242.5.
Now, Rob's the only lifter in the 140 class. And so the next 3 lifters we've got are all the first place positions in their respective class. Rob in the 140s. He's on a 600 total. He's looking to add 10 more kilos to that, so this is for 610.
Heck yeah, Rob.
All right, we've got 2 lifts left. These are getting pretty heavy. This is the heaviest group, and these are the heaviest deadlifts we're seeing today. It's 272.5, 600 pounds, and this will be followed by 277.5. For now, Ruben Trevisan, sorry. This is exactly what I said, I think, 7.5 left. Or I think I said even 10 left on Ruben.
Yeah, you said 10 on Ruben and 7.5 on John.
Excellent attempt there by Ruben. And it's a good lift.
Good day.
Well, we're about to pivot into our last lift of the day. Folks, we just want to say thanks for tuning in, for supporting TSF. Like I've said, this is our 7th birthday bash. We're celebrating 7 years of TSF. It's been an unbelievable 7 years. And while we've been at this physical location for 7 years, what makes us us is the people around, our community, even people like you at home watching and supporting us through the stream. So, yeah, as we're coming on to this final deadlift, I just want to say thanks again for tuning in, for supporting the lifters, and we hope to see you at our next one. For now, John Buckley, 277.5, 3rd attempt deadlift, the last lift of the day. His first place in his weight class. 8 out of 8 so far. Can he finish on a perfect 9 over 9? There it is. Hell yeah. And the immediate drug test notification. All right, folks, once again, from Billy and I here at TSF, thanks again for tuning in. It's been an awesome day's lifting. You know, your best female lifter is going to be Jess Lamb. Your best male lifter is Paul Lanez. Yeah, both in session 1. We're going to do our medal presentation shortly, so stick around on the stream if you'd like to catch that. But from Billy and I, thank you very much for tuning in.
Thanks a lot, guys. See you next time.
Ciao.
Thank you, Mikey.
Thank you, Mikey.
This one going there.
Yeah, put that one on the purple sticker.
You see the marker.
Thank you. Yes, put it on the purple sticker. Purple tape. Okay, now we can load the weight tracer. Yes, do that. You do something. No, second place, 42.5, Puni. Stay here. Thank you very much. In first place, gold medal, 6.5, Paul Lenners. Puni, come back. Puni, come back. Right, the 90 kilo category. Third place, 555, Lorenzo Iapetina. Second place is 562.5, Ash Bowen. And in first place, 607.5, going away, Stephen Hall. Excellent work. All right, photos for us. Good job, guys. Okay, the men's 100 kilo category. Third place, 460, Chris Fenn. Second place is 560, and running our way, Brad Scott. And in first place, here on 600 kilo, 590 in fact, John Butcher.
Yes, Boots.
Alright, 110 kilo category. First place, 672.5, John Buckley. In the 125 kilo category, first place, 675, Ruben Trevisan. And in the 140 kilo class, first place, Rob Franklin, 610. Right, round of applause for all our podium finishers. Okay, we're on to our best lifters. Alright, best female lifter are scored by dots points, they're scored by formula. So best female lifter, pound for pound, relative to the body weight, if that all makes sense. Using a formula, mathematics, it is. Yeah, I know. With 427 dots, a full 12.5 kilo total, it's Jessica Lamb. And our best male lifter is 605 total at 80 kilos body weight, 414 dots, Paul Lenners. Pose there, that's it. You guys can stay there as well because we're one last trophy. And our trophy, you can stay there. And our last trophy, our TSF Spirit Award, goes to someone who had an infectious energy, who lifted excellently all day, was a great lifting partner to all the other competitors also. That's Cindy Trum. Basically everybody that's involved. This place wouldn't run without the tireless efforts of so many people, so very grateful for everyone, because I think it's a very special place and a very important place for a lot of people. And that's only possible because people see the value in it. So not just for today, but for the last 7 years, I want to thank everybody for your support. Okay, we're done here. We're just going to do a little bit of tidying up. As you can see, this doesn't look like a gym. If you've got 5 minutes, if you want to help us move some of our equipment back into place, we've also got to drag some stuff from outside inside, but we won't do that until some other stuff's in place. So thanks again, and yeah, if you've got 5 minutes, if you want to help us out, that'd be great. Thanks a lot. Cheers.
Yes, please.
Get the fuck.